I once ruined a $20 beef brisket because I bought the wrong expensive cast iron pot. I chose a massive round Dutch oven, brought it home, and realized the meat was too long to sit flat on the bottom. I ended up cutting the brisket in half, crowding the pieces on top of each other, and essentially steaming the meat instead of getting a rich, deep sear. Choosing between a round and an oval Dutch oven seems like a minor design decision until you actually start cooking. In this breakdown, we will walk through 4 critical differences so you never waste money on the wrong shape. The stovetop burner dilemma. Round Dutch ovens are built to mirror the circular shape of standard gas, electric, and induction burners. When you place a round pot over a circular heat source, the heat travels evenly across the entire cast iron base. You get uniform browning, predictable simmering, and zero guesswork when you reduce a sauce. Oval Dutch ovens behave very differently on a traditional stovetop. Because the body is elongated, the 2 outer ends extend well beyond the boundary of a typical round burner. The center of the pot gets intense direct heat, while the outer wings stay noticeably cooler. If you try to sear ground beef or saute a large batch of onions across the full surface, you will quickly notice that the food in the middle browns rapidly while the food on the ends barely sizzles. Unless your stove features a bridge element, an oval griddle burner, or a dedicated oversized zone, heating an oval pot on a stovetop requires active management. You have to constantly shift ingredients from the outer edges toward the center to ensure everything cooks at the same rate. For everyday stovetop tasks like boiling pasta water, simmering weeknight curries, or making a big batch of chili, the round design simply functions better. The reality of stirring and sauce mechanics. Cooking inside a round Dutch oven creates a continuous, natural motion. When you stir a thick stew or reduce a tomato sauce, your spoon travels along a smooth, uninterrupted curve. There are no dead zones, tight radii, or awkward corners where flour or tomato paste can hide and burn. With an oval Dutch oven, the stirring rhythm changes completely. The elongated shape creates 2 narrower curves at the far ends. When you stir in a standard circular motion, your spoon naturally misses the tapered tips of the pot unless you deliberately guide into those tighter spaces. If you're making a delicate custard base, a thick gravy, or a starch-heavy risotto, you must pay extra attention to scraping those ends. The difference is subtle, but over a long 2-hour reduction, it is the difference between effortless stirring and having to constantly rescue ingredients from scorching in the corners. Fitting the food you actually cook. Food does not always grow in convenient circles. This is where the oval Dutch oven completely changes the game and earns its spot in your kitchen. If you love cooking bone-in roasts, whole chickens, racks of lamb, prime ribs, or long cuts like pork tenderloin, an oval pot is built for the job. A whole bird or an uncut brisket lays completely flat against the cast iron surface. That flat contact means you get an even, golden brown crust across the entire length of the meat without hacking it into awkward chunks or bending it against the walls of the pot. Round Dutch ovens excel with foods that naturally collapse or conform to the vessel. Soups, beans, diced braises, pulled pork shoulders, and round boules of sourdough bread thrive in a circular pot. A 4 to 6 pound pork shoulder fits neatly in the center of a round base, surrounded by aromatics and liquid. But if you drop a long leg of lamb into a standard round Dutch oven, the ends will ride up against the sidewalls. That causes the meat to cook unevenly, leaving the center submerged while the tips dry out. The magic of oven ambient heat. Everything changes the moment you move the pot from the stovetop into the oven. Inside a closed oven cavity, heat does not rise exclusively from a small burner beneath the pot. Instead, hot air circulates all around the cast iron, and radiant heat penetrates the thick enameled walls from every angle. This environment completely neutralizes the oval Dutch oven's main weakness. Those cool outer edges that struggle on a circular stovetop burner absorb surrounding heat, just as effectively as the middle of the pot inside the oven. Because cast iron retains heat exceptionally well, the entire oval vessel maintains a rock-solid, uniform temperature for hours. Long, slow braises, pot roasts, and oven-baked casseroles turn out tender and evenly cooked regardless of the shape. If 80% of your Dutch oven recipes involve a quick sear followed by a 3-hour braise with the lid on inside the oven, the oval design performs just as brilliantly as the round one. Baking bread, Boules versus Batards. Baking artisan sourdough at home has turned the Dutch oven into an essential piece of baking gear. Cast iron traps the natural steam escaping from raw dough, keeping the crust soft long enough for the loaf to rise fully before developing a blistered, crackly finish. However, the shape of your Dutch oven strictly determines the shape of bread you can bake. A round Dutch oven is the gold standard for baking classic round boules. The dough expands symmetrically, creating a tall, round loaf with an even crumb structure. The circular walls help support the dough during the initial oven spring, preventing it from spreading flat across the bottom. An oval Dutch oven is designed for baking batards, which are the elongated, football-shaped loaves favored by many bakeries. Slicing an oval batard produces uniform, sandwich-friendly pieces from end to end, avoiding the massive, wide center slices you get from a huge round boule. Trying to bake a long batard inside a round Dutch oven usually results in squished, distorted ends. If your ultimate goal is baking artisan sandwich bread with consistent slices, the oval shape is the clear winner. Storage space and oven real estate. Kitchen storage is precious, and these heavy pots take up serious shelf space. A round Dutch oven has a balanced, square footprint. It slides naturally into standard kitchen cabinets, fits neatly onto deep pull-out drawers, and nests securely with other round pans or lids. An oval Dutch oven presents a different spatial puzzle. Its extended length can make it awkward to fit inside shallow upper cabinets or compact storage bins. You often have to turn it sideways or angle it carefully to close a cabinet door. Inside the oven, the story flips. Because an oval pot is narrower across its center, you can easily slide it to one side of the oven rack. That leaves plenty of open space next to it for a sheet pan of roasted vegetables or a small baking dish. A wide round Dutch oven tends to dominate the entire center of an oven rack, forcing you to adjust or remove racks entirely if you want to cook a second dish at the same time. Making the final decision. Here is how to make the right call for your kitchen. If you're buying your very first Dutch oven and you need a versatile workhorse that handles weeknight soups, everyday sauces, round sourdough boules, and simple stews on standard burners, buy a round Dutch oven. It is forgiving, perfectly balanced for stovetop cooking, and easy to clean. If you already own a reliable round soup pot, or if you regularly cook whole chickens, long braises, holiday roasts, and elongated loaves of bread, invest in an oval Dutch oven. Match the pot to the way you actually cook, and you will get decades of incredible meals out of your cast iron.